Welcome to Wise Beyond Bitcoin, where you come for education, analysis, and opportunities in blockchain and crypto. My name is Lucas, and I'm looking forward to sharing with you this little walk through DeFi 101, a little bit of DeFi 2.0, some airdrops, some free crypto that you can earn, how to earn free crypto in the future. And this DeFi protocol that I'm looking forward to showing you is, in my opinion, one of the top protocols in blockchain and in crypto. Of course, we talk a lot about different protocols and what's going on in blockchain and crypto market news around the world. If you like that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, the thumbs up. It helps. And drop a comment. There's so much going on in this space. We can't, in our research, figure it all out. And we can just share what we learned, a little sliver that we can see from our perspective. This is just opinions. This is perspectives. This is not financial advice. This is, what is it called? Entertainment and educational information for sure. So if you like this kind of stuff, give us that love and support. And yeah, by all means, drop a comment and let us know about some projects that you know, because it's a beautiful community once you start learning the language. If you're just now learning the language of blockchain and cryptocurrency, you did not miss the boat. It's just the beginning. And there are plenty of videos and crypto ambassadors out there all over the interwebs to catch you up. And we're there too. So without further ado, let's kind of get right into it. And the protocol that I'm talking about here is Osmosis, not Osmosis alone, but Osmosis as the AMM of choice, the automated market maker. It's like a Uniswap. Now, there are many AMMs for different layer ones all over crypto. There are great ones that have large amounts of volume locked and large amounts of liquidity. So this is not to say there aren't other great AMMs. However, everything built on Ethereum right now is just way too expensive. And of course, you've got these other EVMs and layer two solutions, and some of them tend to be a little bit more centralized than others. And then when you come over to the IBC, inner blockchain communication network, you actually have this. Let me scroll in here. Yeah, let's get a little bit. Wow, there's just so many of them. They're just all jumbled up. I don't know how that happened, but look at that. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's a changed view, but you can see, okay, well, you've heard of crypto.com, the Crow token. It's just exploded recently. That's IBC. Cosmos, IBC, the Atom token. Osmosis is the DEX, the AMM with the largest amount of liquidity. It's basically the DEX of this network. So if you have been interested in, like, oh, look, there's Luna Terra in there, which means there's also decentralized stablecoin access, which is another bonus. There's XPRT Persistence Network, which they are one of the top airdropping, offering access to liquid stakes, just a great DeFi platform. Of course, we talked about crypto.org. Yes, so absolutely, we'll leave a link to all this. Everything that you see, we'll leave links below and timestamps so you can find that information that suits you and get right back to it when you'd like to. So, okay, so check this out. Here we go. Juno, Akash Network, Cosmos, Osmosis. But let's go back to Osmosis and the IBC. What's neat about the IBC network is that while all these are their own blockchains, every single one of these is its own blockchain. They are not tokens built on each other. They are actually their own blockchain. Because they're built to this Cosmos Tendermint language ecosystem, they can all, for lack of a better term, bridge without a third party. Without needing a third party system, they can all bridge within each other from one to another. So it allows for inner blockchain communication without causing without blocking the networks and causing issues with too much transaction volume and increasing the cost. Ethereum gas fees, even other networks, you'll find that while their gas fees are lower, their gas fees are still high when it comes to a percentage of the digital asset that you're using. If it's 0.01, I mean, those little numbers add up over time, right? So here we go. Osmosis. What's so great about it? Well, now you come over here and wow, looks red. It doesn't matter. These are the great times to quit focusing on the prices and blow the dust off your wallets and look at your stakes and look at the DeFi protocols and understand more about how to participate and communicate. These are really the best times to find value. Is get involved on Twitter, find the communities that you like, Solana, Polkadot, Hex, Avalanche, like whichever the community is, find that community, reach out, become a part, and see what's being developed and what's going on. Some of these projects are a lot more quiet, and that's can be a red flag. But if you see a lot of activity and there's development, well, that's definitely a green flag. Crypto.com. This has been just well. There was it the LA Staples Stadium was just purchased and turned into Crypto.com. So that's bullish. That would be considered bullish news. You've got Luna Terra mentioned, Cosmos, Atom. Here we go, number 29 at the moment. A lot of this ecosystem is still really just getting legs in under the radar compared to other layer ones that have had their run and fun in the sun. So it's exciting. This is one of the many reasons, but I say, look, if you're getting into DeFi, Cosmos, Atom, the Cosmos Tendermint ecosystem, the IBC, that technology is been built on. These are communities that have been around blockchain for quite some time, and they know what they're doing. They foresaw many problems in blockchain with interoperability and transactions per second, transaction speed, volume, and cost. And this is why the painstaking time was taken to develop something in this manner. And that's why it's also so fun to become involved. How can you get involved? Well, there are many ways to get Cosmos, Atom Token, or Terra Luna, or crypto.org. If you go to that and go through that centralized way, there's KuCoin for Atom or Luna. There are many other exchanges if you have Coinbase. And as you can see, you can deposit your Atom directly. Now, of course, to engage in DeFi, this video is coming shortly if you don't already know, but like a MetaMask wallet, Web 3.0, we're going to have a how-to start and get these wallets, but they're already out there, how to get a Keplr wallet. And the Keplr wallet is the wallet. And what's so neat about Keplr is that, like I just mentioned about IBC, Cosmos, Osmosis, Secret Network, Akash, Crypto.org, Sift Chain, Persistence, XPRT. There are many and many more, Lunaterra, Juno, many and many more coming on the way. So it's a beautiful time to learn how to participate. And that's what this is all about. So now that I've kind of talked a little bit about the Cosmos, the IBC system, Osmos is the DEX. We come over to pools. And I love the clean interface. It's very easy. You go to other AMMs and they might have one or two tabs and you have to go clicking around to find. Here they've got the trade, they've got the pools, airdrop for anyone who is stoked about staking their Atom tokens. There was an airdrop that you can actually have earned by just holding Cosmos Atoms on February 18th. And then if you did that, you could add to a liquidity pool, make a swap on the exchange, stake some of the tokens they gave you, and vote. And all those rewarded a few more Osmos. So it's just a great experience. It's very well done, and it's fun to walk you through, to teach you how to be a part. I love how they actually create these missions to educate you how to become a part of DeFi and to take part in the ecosystem, because that's what we're all about. We're all about education, looking for the long-term value in these protocols that are going to be the building blocks of the future, and taking the time to learn, just like taking the time to learn how to use an email, internet, and any other beautiful new technology that's coming to innovate and revolutionize the world. So there's the airdrops. If you were holding Atom and you didn't know about this, well, come on over to Osmosis and check it out. Now let's go back over to pools. Why pools? Well, pools, you can see the incentivized pools. We'll also show you that the pools that you participate in. Big fan of participating in liquidity, providing with a small portion of whatever one doesn't mind risking impermanent loss, because this is what DeFi is all about. If you would like to see these communities flourish, it's built by the community. So you don't sit on the sidelines and purchase an ETF, right, of Osmosis or Cosmos. You hodl it, you stake it, you help support the network, or you come on to a DeFi platform and you create a liquidity pool so that other people coming in and out of different platforms have that liquidity and that access there. So it's neat. Osmosis has a very good, is highly inflationary, has a good APY, is a great incentive for staking and locking up and earning quick rewards, and earning more rewards, obviously, if you support many of these pools. Now they tell you the incentives, the APRs that come in Osmosis tokens. However, a lot of it also comes from the amount of volume, the transactions that are happening in that pool. If there's no action, there's no fees, there's not a lot being generated. So I scrolled down quickly to show you that another feature in the pool section, as you look through and decide which pool you'd like to be a part of, if you choose to, you can see the total volume locked and it continues to grow. This is amazing. Atom and Osmo, even with the market dip, is close to 200 million. So, and we got 14 million in volume here. UST, now that there's some stable coins on the network, and Luna, Juno, Akash, decentralized VPN. I mean, that's amazing. Great technology right there. So look forward to seeing that develop more. And yeah, these are the pools. So you can see the pairs. Most of them are 50-50 pairs. That's common when you provide liquidity, although you'll see here 6634, which means that when you go to provide liquidity, if you well, you'd have to have 66 tokens of Akash for every 34 tokens of Atom. There are a few pages you can see other token pairs and the percentage of those pairs. Yes, so that's that. And now let's get into some examples, right? Let's add to the most common, the Atom and Osmo pair, because we just saw that it's getting the most volume right now. It has pretty good APR, very good APR when you compare it to some of these other pools at the moment. So let's give that a go. Now it's a 50-50 pool. We can double check. We can click on the pool and usually it will say, there we go, 50-50. And we can, now another good feature about Osmosis you'll find in DeFi protocols, incentivizing people to lock up their liquidity instead of coming in and out and rug pulling, being a part of the community for the long haul and adding value. So for locking up bonding tokens for longer periods of time, you can actually earn a higher APR. So that high APR you saw was because of the long bonding. And a little life hack when it comes to this protocol, and they've done this on purpose, I believe. Once you lock it for those 14 days, you do not have to unbond and rebond. You will remain at that high APR for as long as you leave it. Yes, for as long as you leave it bonded. And shucks, I've experimented with this for a couple months now, a few months now, and it always remains at the high rate because there's no reason to, for me to mess with it, and just let it be a part of supporting the ecosystem and just write it out at the moment. And at the moment, well, let's talk about adding to it. So to add to it, of course, you see that these rewards are distributed every day. So when I come back to pools, you'll see that it shows 15 hours and 28 minutes. So in 15 hours and 28 minutes, based upon the liquidity provided here, there will be an automatic distribution of Osmosis directly to the wallet. And this is what's fun about Osmosis. One of the many things you're about to find out how inexpensive it is to experiment on the IBC on Osmosis, to partake and to be able to be exposed to these different protocols. But daily, you're given a reward for being able to compound interest. And that's what's fun about DeFi. Whereas in traditional finance, banks were having the ability to, third parties were compounding interest and rewards based upon the financial incentives. Here in blockchain and in crypto, you BYOB, DYOR, do your own research, be your own bank. But when you're in control, your wallet, your keys, and you become a part of DeFi in these ways, you have the ability to take those rewards every day, every couple days, every few days, whatever meets your convenience, and you can restake it. And you can take that Osmo and you can buy Luna, Atom, Crow, so many and more things I'm sure that are coming. You can turn it into stable coins if you wanted to. So you can immediately convert it into anything of value. Osmosis. This is Osmosis. I continue to go on about it. So now let's talk about, I want to show you also to continue to stake it. So let's start with staking, because that's a good way to show you how cheap the fees are. And we can start with adding a stake. Right. So right now it says that there's a reward of 4 Osmo. This is about over, I believe, like a 2 to 3 day period. So I click claim. This is real time, no edits. Now you see the fees. High fee is 3 cents. Average is 0. If I click low, which is 0, who knows, it's just less than a penny. You can click low, and more often than not on these networks, you will still have your transaction process. So I believe it just did, because you can see that the balance changed here. So what that often means is, even though it didn't change here, you just need to refresh the page. That's how quick, as I was talking, that's how quick it happened. It's already happened for free. Now it's back to 0, and there's the total stake. So I've claimed my reward, and I've got 22.4, and there's 50 point. Let's take, there was 4 in here. Let's add what was at least what was in those two. Let's do 4.6 and kind of even this out, right? And then we'll have, oh, then we'll have 55. So you just click on manage. And if you want to click a validator, picking when you are staking, and this goes not just for Osmosis, but Cosmo, Secret Network, all of these on the Keplr wallet, they'll have similar features. You'll see that there is a commission. The other way. The commission is a percentage of the rewards that you get. So for the reward that comes to you, Sentinel would take 5%. And you can see here that it doesn't vary too much. Some takes, here's 6, 7.5%, most are 5. Other platforms, other blockchains, you'll often find large variations in commissions. Some will take 100%. So you have to be careful you choose. Here, 8.1. And often you'll want to do the research on who they are, how long they've been around, and some offer other rewards, and you might want to support them for different reasons. At the moment, I'll just stick with these two to keep it simple. I click manage, undelegate. Let's click delegate. And I said, we'll do 4.4. So let's try 4. Oh, no, I should say 4.4, 4.6. Pardon me. Delegate. And we will try. Staking will lock your funds for 14 days. So when you want access to those Osmo tokens that you're earning interest, that you're earning staking rewards on, I call it interest staking rewards. It functions similar. When that time comes, it takes 2 weeks to have access again. And these are all these features. Some networks, depending upon if it's a layer 2, it might take up to 21 days, 14 days, 7 days, a few days. the whole purpose of this is to provide security to these proof of stake blockchains. There are many reasons. And, that's why it's good to think about these things when you're taking a portion staking. If you want to have a portion liquid, if you want to take a portion and use it for DeFi and providing liquidity, there are many ways blockchain and crypto can work for you. Now, this is why this is so much fun. Osmosis is so much fun because daily, every couple of days, you can come in for free. Just did those transactions for free. I just compounded. And there's an article about this, and there's a growing community around reserve currency DAOs from Wonderland and Olympus. But the idea is that if you're compounding your interest and you're growing the amount that you're holding of a digital asset, so much so that even if there are price dips, you end up with a lot more than what you started with, then it helps ride out the volatility a lot more. And then when the bull market returns with solid protocols that get more market growth and market share, you also have the benefit of having that increased number of tokens than you started with. So there, 55, boom, it already hit. And that's quick. So that is another cool feature about Keplr. That's another cool feature about Osmosis. And let's get right to it. So let's talk about AMMs and trading. You could try this on other networks. Osmosis, just like it's for saying, is so clean, it's so fast, and it's so efficient. And there's access to so many good projects that I am interested in. I look forward in the future to IBC AMMs bringing in, well, they already have stable coins, Luna Terra UST, which is my favorite, which is Terra IBC is live. And that's one of my other reasons why Osmosis is my favorite, because you hear about the risk. We've done a video about this. Tether, stable coins, USDC, centralized stable coins. There's an inherent risk, right? When you come to stable coins that are decentralized and built on the blockchain, now when you look at a market like this and you're trying to find some stability in your digital asset educational portfolio, you can go right on over with a lot more peace of mind into that stable coin right from your wallet, and boom, you're done. You saw how cheap the transaction costs are, and you're going to see it again because let's see, let me refresh this page. We just did some transactions on staking and it'll show the new. Okay, so now we've got 17.8 Osmo. We already staked a fair amount, and we're going to show a few things about Osmosis, and I'm an experiment live action that I haven't done yet myself, but I'm familiar with how it works. We're also going to show how to transfer an asset into your Keplr wallet that you don't have. As we've already seen, the Keplr wallet can host several different networks, blockchains, all in one wallet. And Osmosis is an amazing hub to have access to many, if not all of these. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to add a pool to Osmosis to say thank you, Osmosis. And it's 50-50. So let's make it 5 and 5. And let's do, I already have Osmo. I don't have to worry about that. So let's switch out the Osmo for Adam. And let's say I'd like to do 5 Osmosis for whatever 0.99. I like that 0.990945, which is like another 9, right? And let's swap it out right now. Oh, it just changed. I just got more. That's great. I'm going to go low. How low can you go? Transaction is broadcasting. This is real time. So this is, you can use this for other AMMs. Oh, look, transaction successful. It was that quick. Now we're going to come over to pools. And we're going to go over to the Atom Osmo pool. And we're going to go to add liquidity, which is the same thing you would do for the first time. And I'm going to max out my Atom tokens. And it says that I've got 4.9. Okay, so add liquidity. Here we go. Approve. Oh, I did medium. I did medium 0. That's okay. Throw a little bit of meat extra on the transaction. And boom, that's it. Transaction successful. And we have just added more. There's no need to, I could click start earning, but there's nothing available because even if I refresh the page, because I've previously, like I said, left it in that 14-day bonding. Anything you add from that point forward, if you don't unbond it, everything you add will be under usually. No, okay. Not this time. I refreshed the page. That's why. So it's good to double check. Boom. I do know that what you add, you don't have to change every 14 days. That has worked. So now I'm going to lock it up for the 14 days to earn those extra. And there we go. It is added. We are done. Now, there are a few protocols that I haven't quite had the time or the ability yet. But XPRT, that's one that I've been interested in actually having native token, not just on Osmosis, because when you leave something on Osmosis, you notice these are channels. When you leave something on Osmosis, they've been bridged over and they're not on their native chain. No third-party bridge. It's all done through the IBC, but they're not on their native chain. So if you would like to stake XPRT, and we'll get to this later, they're one of the top platforms out there for airdrops and rewarding their participants. If you'd like to stake XPRT for the rewards, then you'd want to take it off of Osmosis back to its native chain, and then go to the website and stake it through there and all that good stuff. However, you can also use it and come over to pools and find the XPRT pool, which I've done. That's what's a little changed up there. And you could say, well, shucks, I'd like to leave some XPRT in the AMM here on Osmosis for others to use. But this time I'm going to use some XPRT. I'm going to keep some for myself. Let's do, the transactions are so low that it's 7.82 Osmo. I really could do 7.8 if I was, but let's just be conservative and let's do 7.7. Now, in other blockchains, that's unheard of. In other blockchains, the gas fees are so high, you have to keep a large amount. But here on the IBC and with Osmosis, the cost of transactions are so low. That's what makes it fun. It makes it like maybe the early beginning days where the fees were so low, you can engage in DeFi, you can engage in blockchain and crypto without it being painful and costing. So here we go. XPRT and not Atom, but I need Osmo. Here we go. And how much? We said 7.7. Well, let's stick with that. 7.7. And there we go. Let's do a swap. And this time we will try as low as we can go again. And that 7.7 Osmo is currently earning something. We'll find out shortly. Okay, so here's the experiment that we're going to do together. We know about trades. We know about pools. You know about the airdrop. You know about stakes. Oh, before we do that, let's go know about voting, because it's fun to participate in the ecosystems. That's what it's all about, watching them grow. And CMDX, Comdex, which you see there's an airdrop that I'm going to, spoiler alert, talk about later. Don't look at the timestamp below, but you can if you want to. Let's vote on that. Yeah, of course we want to incentivize the pool for that. We want to really, yes, I confirm. Love to see that happen. How much does it cost to vote? Nothing. I'll do an average nothing. Absolutely. So Keplr Wallet, you can download that. That's a Web 3.0 wallet, just like MetaMask, except instead of Ethereum and EVM blockchains, it is for IBC blockchains and growing, but it's absolutely fun and worth having. There will be a video. Did I not already confirm it? Yes, I did. Sometimes you want to refresh the page and make sure before doing something again, and then you will see whether or not it's been done. You voted yes on this proposal. Boom. So it's been done. I don't know enough about XKI, but watch how clean this user interface is. Click on details. They tell you the description of the incentive and what you're doing. And if you'd like to know more about Key and Club and the gateway from fiat world to DeFi that they're building, you can check out their Twitter, their website. I've already checked this out. So I am going to go ahead and vote on this to support the proposal. I just wanted to show you how easy it is to DYOR, do your own research. And that's another thing that I love about the IBC, Keplr, the IBC, Osmosis, and these protocols, how clean, how efficient, how transparent, how the user interface, how easy it is. So, okay, we've done a couple votes. I've taken you through that. Let's get out of the voting. Let's get out of the staking. We've done staking. You've seen, oh, the map of zones. Isn't this cool? The mapofzones.com. We'll leave a link for that as well. All the IBC transfers. Obviously, Osmosis is leading the pack. And here we go. Back to Osmosis. So what do? We go over to assets. The same way you would send in Cosmos into your wallet. You'll be able to withdraw it all into your IBC. Now we come over here and persistence, and we probably should refresh the page. And then we come over to persistence and we see that there's 5.79. 5.79. Well, this time I want to take that to its native change. So let's say I'd like to withdraw. Look, it comes right over to my Keplr wallet. So it does it all right there in-house. And I can say, well, let's do the max. And I withdraw. And let's see how much it costs. Oh, it costs nothing. No, there's no hidden strings. You'll often find in DeFi and other protocols that the moment you start interacting with smart contracts, it starts costing a lot more. And here you've seen every single one of these transactions has been free. The transaction is successful. Well, let's double check and let's see that it's successful. We're going to come over to our persistence wallet and we're going to find out that there's nothing there. Wait a minute. I might have to wait a second and come back. IBC transfer successful. Okay, so I was maybe being a little too quick. These transactions happen real time. Now, this is really cool what's happening right now because this is not just a token or something within a blockchain. We're actually, XPRT is its own blockchain. And Osmosis is its own blockchain. Cosmos Atom is its own blockchain. So this function that was just done is normally when you're going from Ethereum to Avalanche or from Polygon or from these other networks, there's always a third party. There's a bridge that needs to be done. And here, there's no third party bridge service that needs to be done. These networks all have the ability to hop from one to another. Now, pardon me, let's go up. And here we go. It hit. So there's the balance. 5.79 XPRT. And you know what? Let's do this together. I would love just to stake and be a part of the persistence ecosystem. And look at that. Our old friend Cosmo Station down here charging 8.9%. Ooh, that G pool is looking good. But let's see what else is down here. Let's just scroll a bit and see what we find. If anything pops out. This is not always the way to do your own research just by seeing what pops out. Citadel 1, use that. And let's just go with that. Delegate. Max. Oh, maybe it. Well, let me click on that. No. Okay, I'll type it in. 5.790971. I mean, that's like everything. Will it let me? Will it let me? If I go low. Now, I might have been greedy. If it doesn't work, that means I just need to shave off a little down here on the decimals. We'll see what happens. Staking will lock your funds for 21 days. So when you're in the persistence network and you're locking up your funds, know that while they're earning possible potential for airdrops and they're earning staking rewards, it will take 3 weeks. It will take 21 days. Oh, look, it worked. Available balance is 0. Didn't cost anything. I was able to stake. Do you realize how incredible that is? If you're new to DeFi, you might not. If you're not new to DeFi, you'll be like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Look, that's incredible to be able to stake that full amount, and the gas fees were covered because the gas fees are so cheap. And there we go. So persistence is now staking. XPRT, that was fun. 2 staking. Trade example on the AMM. Let me refresh this page again just to double check all's well. And yep, 0.12, 0.12. I like that. I dig that. And here you go. So we will leave links for these all below. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. If you did, don't forget to show your love and support. You'll notice our donation links are all in crypto, because the only way to support us is if you know how to get involved. And we want to teach you how to fish and go out there and catch some fish before sharing it. So this is more educational content coming on the way. You can always show some love with a comment and a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Let's see. Osmosis, IBC, Cosmonauts, Osmonauts. What else is there to cover? You can always drop a comment. Let me know. We'll do follow-up videos for sure. But those are the reasons. You've seen how fun it is to be able to walk through Akash network, DVPN, decentralized VPN. Look at the technologies that are being built on the IBC. Crow, they just bought the LA Staples, the stadium. So probably going to be around for a year, maybe 2. So those are the things to look at. Look at the projects, Juno. Look at the projects, Luna, UST. We've got a video out on that. So check that out if you want to know more about that ecosystem, what we love about that so much. And yeah, I encourage you to find a way to get involved. We will do some more introductory how-to videos to acquire crypto if you're not already familiar with that. And of course, the Web 3.0. Let's get right over to airdrops, because one thing I didn't mention, Osmo, you notice here they have an airdrop they started with. It goes beyond that. A lot of these protocols, persistence, a lot of these protocols, Juno, a lot of these protocols, Luna, Cosmos, Atom, they have outright stated, we are going to take our market share. We're going to take a lot of the value we have in our foundation, in our disposal, and we are going to reward our community who stakes and supports these networks. And we've got a video. We'll do more on airdrops in particular, and we'll leave a link to this, airdrops.io, just to see on all the blockchains, the airdrops that are coming out. These are basically stocking some free gifts just for being a part of a community. Oh, you're a part of the community. Here's $1,000. Here's a few $100s. There are different sizes. I know someone got an airdrop of close to $30,000 to $40,000. That's real in crypto. It's rare, but real. What's not rare are airdrops, especially if you do your research and you know which projects. Look at this, Luna, as Atom, Cosmos, Secret Network, all these IBC, persistence, hello for Atom, Juno, hello, Osmosis, here we go. And yes, so Star Terra, Orion, we just talked about some of these protocols in our Luna ecosystem overview, Terra Land. Look, this is one of the many benefits to the Cosmos IBC. Another reason why I'm a big fan. So you have the ability to get in and out. Of course, remember, if you want to stake and earn the airdrops, you're going to want to send these off chain, just like we did with the persistence, and stake them natively. And of course, you can see Luna itself. Look at all the many different airdrops that are coming soon and can be claimed right here. So IBC, the Cosmos Tendermint ecosystem, we're very bullish on. It's a very fun ecosystem. It's very rewarding in an educational and in other ways, often perspective. But yeah, I think that about covers the information that I wanted to share with you. That we do have some other how-tos coming that are here, but yeah, until the next time, have a beautiful day and namaste.